listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Saturday in the UK. How you guys doing today? February 18th, 2023. So, welcome to the show. Very strange, very strange day. Which kind of gave me the idea for the show. Over the years, there's certain times a year you may notice where things go right and things don't go right. I don't know what they call it. When you have I know some people, your moon is in the Venus retrograde, and because it's a wolf moon, you're not going to be in a good mood until the blue moon reaches the peach moon. All I know is around this time of the year, I have bad luck. And today is no different. But I've noticed it, and I don't even have to do anything for it to find me. You don't even have to do any. It's like a test. It's like a test. And I'm being tested, and I've already failed. 2 times I failed already. Fell for it. people pulling out in front of me. You know, when you're in the left lane and when people are making a right, they're supposed to stay in the right lane at an intersection, not just pull out and, there's a car in the left lane, I'll go there. You motherfucker, you saw me. It was an accident. I said, how long you been driving? He goes, I just got my license. I go, it shows. And then he said something else, and he was older than me, you know, definitely shouldn't be driving that kind of old. I go, it's time, because he pulled up right next to me, and we were just having a banter back and forth. And then he said, he goes, mind your business. I go, you pulled right out in front of my business. When I was doing 50, you decided, I'll go in your lane. And you know, I'm talking to him like that. And then his wife leans over, and I go, honey, this isn't for you. It's between the big boys. And he goes, don't talk to my... I did that on purpose to get him all mad. And I go, put her behind the wheel. She'll do much better. I guarantee it. And he starts laughing. I go, it's time to hang up that driver's license, I think. It's time to hang it up. Time to put that driver's license out to pasture. Sorry to say, man. Sorry. And he's looking at me while he's rolling up his window. I go, what do you want? I go, you almost killed me. And his window's going up. And I said, alien blast. So I make my left-hand turn at the light. He goes forward. Nobody's pissed. Just strange interaction. I get a quarter of a mile away, and a guy on a little motorcycle pulls right in front of me and stops in the middle of a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Stops, and I got cars on either side. And I'm sitting there like this, and he's got his blinker on, and he's trying to get over without driving. He just stopped, and his motorcycle didn't stop. He turns it on, and he goes, and he's going ever so slowly. I don't know. Then all of a sudden he starts taking off, and he's doing 40, and he stops again. Oh my God! I just about lost it, but I didn't. And he gets mad at me for honking my horn at him stopping in the roadway twice. Honk? How do you get mad at me for your bad driving? So I put my blinker on like I always do because I was going to go make a right. And he thinks I'm inviting him to go fight, I think. Because he turns his bike and then he goes straight. And then he goes like that again, like he's like showing me, turn then, turn. He thought I was turning into the gas station because he's in front of me. But I turned into the dispensary. And there was another entrance he could have went to, but he didn't go in. So he just kept on going. And I'm like, Jesus, man, I can't believe what just happened a quarter of a mile away from each other. And as I leave, I'm leaving the... well, let me tell you what happened. I put all my money I could into so I could eat and get a couple of joints today at the dispensary. I came up 18 cents short. I couldn't buy it. So I didn't. So, it's that kind of day. So, anyway, kind of made me think of this because I don't know what's driving Jeremy Corbell to do the things he's doing, to say the things he's doing. I don't know. But there's people out there, and I'm not just talking about Corbell or Elizon. I'm talking about ufology as a whole. Seems like it's got this angry haze that just hangs over it. But then, right below that, you know, you've got, I don't know, believers and the people that can't deny what's happening to them, you know, and you got people who are telling the truth. They get overlooked. You got people who are lying. they're more believed than the people who are telling the truth. It's almost as if there's an evil presence stopping people from having the proper conversations, trading back the right information with the right people. Then you got channels like mine, because I'm opinionative and I like to say what's on my mind. Oh, same thing. I'm sorry, just repeated myself. I'm opinionative and I like to say what's on my mind. What a dick. People don't like it, and they want to take you down and talk about you for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of daylight. And I think as far as that goes, I try my best to ignore it. People still like to send me things. I say I don't want to know what any of the haters are saying about me unless they're going to dox me or threaten my life or family's life. That I need to see. I don't need to see them calling me, a misogynistic, Nazi-loving, troll, whatever you want to call me. He's a hoaxer! Yeah, I'm a hoaxer. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been accused of a hoax. And people really mean that. Because all the videos I show, you can tell they're real. Mine aren't bullshit. Mine aren't making these unbelievable maneuvers and, or I don't have overblown orbs and calling them the Mosul Orb. No. That's why I think there's an evil that is running not only the world. I feel like there's an evil presence that won't let go of some of these haters. And then I'm thinking, what if it's much bigger than that? What if those people who attack, who lie on mainstream media, who are Lou Elizondo, people in that kind of field, Travis Taylor, all these people are being controlled by evil because they're liars. And liars are evil people. And I don't know why in this field you need to lie, unless you're just looking for a few minutes of fame and whatever, or you're covering up something for your friends, or you're on a few TV shows and you gotta have something happen or nobody will watch, right? Or you go up on stage and just read a script, right? Emotionless, non-factual word salad. And then you go on Tucker Carlson, Nick Pope, a guy who hasn't done anything for ufology in 25 years, is still an authoritative voice? An authoritarian voice? No. You know why? These are beta males that are listening to the alpha male. That's why I will not bend the knee for advertisers, for TV shows, for any type of bribe or any type of anything, just to tell a fake story. No. So why would they do it? Oh, they do it because they're making a career out of it, right? All those guys, this is their career now. Their career is to bring entertainment to the world, right? And the only way to make a show exciting is to have the stuff happen. UFO sightings, strange anomalies in the sky, power outages, strange dreams. You know, anybody can do any of that stuff for the camera. And I always found it convenient on Skinwalker Cache that every single time they were trying to do some experiment, the power went out. Oh, yeah. The ranch did it. The ranch, or the basin. The basin doesn't want us to do it. The basin is turning the power off. No, it's not. It's the same guy that was in the movie Airplane when the whole airport went out. All the lights went out, and all of a sudden they show, the gay guy that was running around, and he's holding the light switch, or a plug, and it looked like he unplugged everything. The whole airport is based on one plug. That's what happened. Ben, the Yorkshire Goofonian with a £1, £1 super dono. It's a beauty, folks. It's a beautiful one. I thought there was another one earlier, right? I've been going back and I don't see it. No. Thank you, Ben. Another first time of the show. First one of the show, I should say. I'm thinking too much. Thanks, Ben. A mucho gusto generoso. I know I didn't do roll call. Just know this. Hello. All right, there you go. Hello, everybody. I see you. Bernie Muro with a $2 super dono. It's another dono. I don't remember what I called it yesterday, so. A dentine? I don't know. Thank you, Bernie. Bernie Muro with a $2 super dono. Mucho gusto, generoso. Hey, Jammer Travels with the 99-cent super sticker and a happy smile. Mucho gusto, generoso. Generoso. What's this? Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And also, you can send, super chat, super sticker, PayPal, if you can, Cash App too. Those are great. Those go directly where I need it at the minute. But thank you very much. Same thing as last night. Once the 21st here hits in 3 days, I'll be fine. Just, YouTube only drops one paycheck a month. It sucks. I hate that. I wish they did it every other week, but it would be a lot of work, I guess. I don't know. Thank you very much, Jammer Travels. Appreciate it. So let's, got a lot of stuff. What's up, everybody? Diane, Samo, Peter McLeese. McAleese? No, it's McLeese or McAleese? 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 Looks like you're reaching up for my UFO and the goof on sign there. Welcome to the show. Good to meet you. What's up, Atlantis is found. F. Graf, Diane, hi. Moody Mungo, everybody. Jammer Travels. Jessica Paquette. How you doing, Jay? John, what do you say? John Southern Exposure. Boston Deadhead, good to see you, man. Long time. Not really. Saw you the other day. Still good to see you. Welcome to the show, Samo. Goofonian Rockstar. F. Graph 72. Porques. How you do? 10 bup. All right. Jay. Maybe the aliens are here. And maybe they're using some kind of mind manipulation to turn people into dickheads. Yes and no. It's almost as if they are doing the bidding of their master. That's how I feel with just silliness. I don't know. No, I wish this balloon thing last couple of weeks didn't happen. I really do. I think that really screwed a lot of people mentally. There is so many holes in the story You know, they still haven't found anything, apparently. That I find interesting. As a matter of fact, I've got a clip here I'm going to play. A couple of them. Oh, I really hate that Mosul Orb. I hate it. I hate it, like, on another level of hate. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. All right, what's this? Huh. Oh, that's very strange. It's not showing me specifically what StreamYard's messed up today. I'm telling you, it's one of those days. It just is. If I survive this day and make it through tomorrow, I think I'd be shocked. Oh, and I made up with my mom last night after the show, just so you know. Yeah, because she called me right as the show started. For those of you who don't know, I walked out angry. And then she called as the show was starting 2 hours after I walked out, and I said, I'm doing my show. And then she said, okay. And I called around 9:20. And she picks up the phone. She goes, I'm sorry. And I go, I am too. And we talked for 30 minutes. Then I went and worked out. But it was good. We never hold grudges. Like I said, we don't hold grudges at the Giordano family house. No reason. People just, hey, you know people your entire life. They will get on your nerves, and I wasn't in the greatest of moods. I admitted I was wrong. I said, I understand why, Ma, why you got upset. I totally get it. I did have a look on my face, and usually it means one thing, but it didn't this time. And I understand why you thought I was angry when I really wasn't. I was just, I was thinking that I had to leave, then come back, and I told her the whole story, and she's like, all right, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's what happens when there is no evil involved. You have a discussion, and goodness comes out of it. You hopefully become a better person. You don't do the same things over and over, keep making those mistakes. But the government, they're evil They are evil. And I'm not saying that. I mean, dirty, evil, money-grubbing, greedy. I know it's the same thing, but among other things and illegal activities that are going on with the rulers of this country and the world, they are controlled. They are a controlled bunch of people, and I believe what's been going on is a psyop of some sort. They saw that we started talking about UFOs, and they even said it's not aliens, it's not UFOs, these are just man-made objects with some technology we don't quite understand, which I don't buy. I think they have it all, and I think they know exactly. You're going to tell me that they can't find where they shot it, where it went down? Are you kidding me? How stupid do you think we are? Still talking about it.
Thank you very much, Kareem, and thank you, Admiral. 2 questions about this whole series of military shoot-downs. First, it defies reason that you would have zero idea what these 3 objects were, since the fighter jets themselves took video of their sorties. Will you release the cockpit videos from those missions?
I'd have to refer you to DOD on that, James, in terms of releasing the imagery. I never said we had zero idea. I said we don't know what they are, and so did the president. The president also told you that the intelligence community's leading explanations at this point are that they were of benign purpose, probably commercial, recreation, or scientific research. But we may not be able to go to 100% certainty on that unless or until we can get to the debris and analyze it. And as I said earlier, that task alone is going to be very difficult. And I can't predict with certainty that we're actually going to be able to get recover the debris. But we never said we had no idea. We can't prove definitively. The intelligence community has helped us try to do some analysis on this, and that's their leading explanation.
It always looks like he's sucking on a lozenge, right? Right? Nancy Pelosi always looked like her teeth were falling out, right? Oh, psychopaths in that. Thank God one of Satan's minions is gone. She was definitely, is it a curmudgeon? Ugh. But here we go, more lies. More lies, more lies, more lies, more lies. I didn't say we didn't know. We know what it might be, but we're not going to tell you what we think it might be. It might be balloons, but we don't know what kind of balloons. Well, we'll find out, and we will not let you know. What did I say? We'll not. We'll let. No, we might let. Well, you know. Jim Davidson saying, "Good job, Rich." I think that has to do with the family makeup story. Thank you very much, Jim Davidson. Appreciate it, man. A continuing supporter of Goof On now. Very nice. Mucho gusto generoso, my friend. Yeah, you know, when I left the house, I was so, and you know, that was yesterday. So I'm still having the bad juju. It happens every year at this time. It happened last year. And not only will it happen again this year, it'll happen in usually in June, like around the first week of summer. I have bad luck, very bad luck. And then that's a short-lived one. Then I have one more bout of bad luck in November into December. So November to December, February into March, and it's like every 3 or 4 months, you know, something bad's going to happen. And like I said, just be driving around and somebody will pull in front of you. It doesn't mean I'm an asshole. It's just I'm a victim of circumstances, and it feels like it's being done on purpose. It's very strange. And I also think, well, maybe I'm playing into it by thinking that, oh, it's going to happen. So I'm creating my reality at the same time. While it's in my mind, I'm also creating it. And that's why I think I had those two things happen, one right after the other, because it just happened. I was thinking about it, couldn't get out of my mind, make a turn, go a few feet, and it happens again. Anyway, Jim, thank you very much. The evil didn't surround me. I am not helping advertisers, well, maybe indirectly through YouTube, but I don't even put I don't put advertising on the show. In case you haven't noticed, I could, and I would make about an extra $150 a month if I did. But you know what? I thought I would keep it ad free and not have to suck every dime out of everything and everyone just because I can. I used to, when first got monetized, because I was told if you monetize your videos, YouTube will share them more, and that's a lie. So I stopped sharing ads. So I stopped. I made all my videos ad free, so you can watch them without having ads pop up, even on non-premium accounts. So, you know, I don't know why I brought that up, but I'll always be, oh yeah, I'm just not tied down by the evil mainstream media advertising apocalyptical sense of the word, huh? I don't know. I'm just really active. I can't think today. That's what it is. You know what it is? The lack of weed. It's the lack of weed. All right, next, let's get off that topic for a little bit of balloons, and I want to go into a Gary P. Nolan clip where the P is not for professor. So, crash retrievals. You know, these smart aliens, or whatever they are so far advanced than us intellectually that they crash. Over 100 times. Over 100. The hell? Gary Nolan says that the U.S. has had a material collection program that studies materials from all around the world. He uses the Varginhai UFO case as an example. He says samples come in and no data comes out. See, he's a part of that. Gary P. Nolan, the P is not for professor, is one of those guys. And he's calling his own people out for doing things that he does. It's amazing how they shit on each other, yet they all have the same common goal, and that's to help each other. I don't understand why Gary would shit on people that... He says that we have some material collection program. Here it is. 4, 3, 2, you.
The U.S. Has had, let's say, a materials collection program that basically goes around and takes agrees to study materials from around the world, right? And then it's a black hole.
Listen to that awful, listen to how terrible that was. He couldn't even get it out of the gate without thinking of the lie.
Has had, the U.S. Has had, let's say, a materials collection program that basically goes around and takes agrees to study materials from around the world, right? And then it's a black hole. The samples come in, no data comes out. And so, there's
those are your friends, Gary. Your friends. They're the ones doing that, Gary.
Apparently agreement behind the scenes, and you could talk to Russ Colhert more deeply about this. There's agreements behind the scenes. So it's just not agreements in front of the screen.
Oh, okay. I wasn't even aware of that. I didn't realize that.
Well, I mean, it's just, this is hearsay, he said, et cetera. So it's not anything.
Oh, don't worry about it, guys. It's just hearsay. But it's a fact. Yeah. Hearsay is now allowable in court. That's how stupid they think we are. That's Gary P. Nolan. And the P is not for professor.
That is, but I mean, look at the incident, right, that James Fox wrote about, and then the purported events that occurred that basically after the whatever they were captured, the U.S. shows up in helicopters and whisks the bodies away.
Yeah,
never to be seen of again.
Yep. Yeah, crash retrieval teams. I think Sean Cahill had mentioned those as well.
Right.
Right. And again, to complicate things even further, I think crash retrieval is something that's part of traditional military duties, right? So if a jet fighter crashes, you have a crash retrieval team that's going to go out there and collect sensitive stuff, right? That could be obviously weapons, data, things along those lines. So they could use that same thing in other ways. And so just by having a crash retrieval team doesn't necessarily mean that, they're doing it for UFOs.
Genius, guys. Just genius. Beautiful. Just because they have a crash retrieval thing for UFOs doesn't mean it's used for UFOs.
For UFOs. So just by having a crash retrieval team doesn't necessarily mean that, they're doing it for UFOs along those lines. So they could use that same thing in other ways. And so just by having a crash retrieval team doesn't necessarily mean that, they're doing it for UFOs. Retrieval team doesn't necessarily mean that, they're doing it for UFOs.
Just because they have a UFO crash retrieval team doesn't mean they're doing it for UFOs. But that's not what he said, is it? He said crash retrieval teams. He didn't say UFO crash retrieval teams. That was the game I was playing. Did you catch it? Doesn't mean and all these people that are on TV, that's got to suck. You got to be careful about everything you say, which is why we see Stuttering Gary. Yeah, what did I say on the Skinwalker Ranch show the other night? They got to make sure everything is lined up properly. That's why it's not that hard to catch them when they mess up. And this is the evil that is running the History Channel. It is running through ufology to YouTubers, creators. There's something about the UFO, the dreams, the abductions, that makes people insane if you don't believe them. And they'll tell us story after story after story. And meanwhile, I go to bed and not a light flickers, not a breeze comes by, not a touch in the middle of the night, not even a whisper in my ear. But this guy's seeing UFOs every night, and I'm supposed to believe it? He lives right next door. The evil that surrounds this community, and you can see who the evil people are. You know who they are. You can look, all right, make it easy. I'll tell you who isn't, who is not evil, and you're gonna say, nah, he's evil. Tom DeLonge. You know why that was easy. That was an easy one. Because Tom DeLonge had real intent. He really wanted to get to the bottom of things, but then he ran into the shill and the imposters that act like they are our friends in the government, the all-star team of TTSA, really pulled the rug out from underneath Tom DeLonge. And when Lou stepped in, Lou's voice was more powerful than everybody else's because he's a bully, a toxic human that went in there and destroyed everything that Tom DeLonge was trying to do. Probably called him ridiculous. Your ideas are ridiculous. And yeah, they probably were. But what has Lou done? Nothing. He's worse. Crazy times, Rich. Sincerely, Goofonian pronoun. Sean with the 10 £, 10 quid. I am not going to identify as a Goofonian pronoun. But I am a Goofonian. Or am I? No, I am Goofon. You are the Goofonians. I live in Goofonia. This is Goofonia. Hey, I didn't want the name. I didn't like it. I still hate the name Goofon. You know how silly it sounds? You do, don't you? Goofon. He's goofing. Goofy. Why do you think the easy identity for the channel is Goof on You? The letter U. It's also Goose Egg University, Egglish all over gooses. Or geese. Thanks, Sean. I don't know what happened to me. But thank you very much for the $10, man. That's a mucho gusto generoso. And a continuing supporter of Goofon. Appreciate it, brother. It is crazy times. And, I know what you're thinking. I know you're probably saying, hey, Rich, a little evil? Don't you think that's a little strong? No. Because what these people are doing are purposefully lying to the public for their own greed, need, and whatever rhymes with need. Weed. I don't know, doubt that. If these people smoked a little weed, they'd be a lot cooler. I tell you that. We need the evil people to get on weed. Molly Collie says, goof on, sometimes sucking isn't a bad thing. It depends, yeah. It depends on the suck and how much you suck. Yes, true. No, absolutely. Sometimes sucking is a great thing. Sometimes it's fun to suck. Yeah, but it blows to blow. What are we talking about? I'm talking about emotions. I just realized how silly that might have sounded. But it's all with all the way it's meant to be. Sometimes sucking, like Jeremy Corbell, a perfect example. He is he and UFO Jesus are a lot alike, in my opinion. I think those two are cut from the same cloth of silliness. And when Jeremy was talking the other day, when I played the clip and he's doing his hands, I'm getting his own motions down. I know when he's going to go big. And you can see it in the video. My hands were matching more than they ever have because of watching him. Anytime when he starts a new sentence, the hands go way up. And then they, you know, we. You know, anytime he's talking about us, it's we. And then anything that has to do with serious issue, it's way down here. You know, you barely see the fingers. And people are blowing up. But we need to stick together. George Knapp, who is my friend and lover. I mean, oh. Although that wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me all. It wouldn't surprise me. They called off the search for the balloons. Now, what do you think the odds are that they're going to accidentally lose all the video of the objects? You know, all this stuff's probably going to disappear. Well, there was no threat to the United States, so you know we just taped over it. We saved tape. We saved bandwidth or memory. I don't know what we did it. It's the end of the search for those objects over Alaska and Lake Huron. They're saying they will probably never be collected. I think they already collected them. Because you know what's going to happen. People are gonna figure out where this stuff is and go looking for it. And they're never gonna find it. Because we already picked it up. Right? We already got it. They're lying. They are lying. I promise. They got everything they needed. How can they not? They shot it over a GPS location, coordinates. It's going down on 50 longitude, 33 latitude. That's for roger that. We'll get a location setting and head right over. That's for roger that. We'll be in the East Coast, just in case you need us, give us a call. Did you say something? No. Oh, it sounded like it did. Did you hear me say anything? No, but you clicked your receiver and I heard the... Stop it! You stop it! You stop it! You stop... No. I gotta make myself... I'm so weird. It's this evil. It surrounds us. I'm fighting it off all the time. Always fighting it off. The evil that men do. And when it comes down to it, they can't tell us anything. So just get over it. All right? Just get over it. Well, good news. Tomorrow, on February 19th, in paperback, audiobook, and ebook, will be available on Amazon. The Christopher Bledsoe Sr. book tomorrow. Thank God for that. Just in time. Just in time. So Chris Bledsoe is releasing his book early. I'm looking forward to reading it, but it's also been a little strange watching this project develop, says his son and lobbyist. Although you never know with who's in charge over there. So long, and thanks for all the fish said on Twitter about the Mosul Orb. Yeah, you'll see. They're not quiet at all. They're busy making us think balloons are UFOs and orbs are balloons. It's called a psyop, is what they say. See, everybody's now glommed on to what I said the very first day. Everybody's glomming. Gufon started it. Mosul Orb. U.S. silent on UFO filmed by military over Iraq. Really? Gee, I wonder why. Because maybe it's not? You see, this is... makes me so angry, this kid. Where'd he go? He was right there. It's Corbell. Let's see what he says. It's going to be a net. No ad. I don't know why it's doing this, but we'll see.
I'm so fat. Brendan, you're not fat. It's the shirt. Look at Nate. His true classic is...
My name is Jeremy Corbell. I'm an investigative journalist and documentary filmmaker. I've been putting out information through my new show, which is at weaponizedpodcast.com, where we're breaking news. Me and George, which is designated UAP, unidentified anomalous phenomenon, is within this classified report. However, it is inherently unclassified, and this is why I could release it to the public. The importance of this image of the Mosul Orb is it comes from a 4-second video at the beginning of that presentation. And I think I can say now that presentation was generated by a man named Jay Stratton. Jay Stratton was the...
Jay Stratton might be Mr. Evil, Dr. Evil. He may be one of Lucifer's side-hand mans. Huh? Side-hand mans? Whatever. Right-hand man, whatever. Can you believe it? That it's Jay Stratton of all people. Hey, Jeremy, do I've got a sighting for you? You do, Jay? Mm-hmm. Can I see it? Yep, here it is. And he shows him. And Jeremy stands there like this about the Mosul Orb. And Jeremy does this. That was it? Pretty amazing, huh? And Jeremy goes, it looks like a car. Nah, haha, yeah. See, to the untrained eye, Jeremy. That's what Jay Stratton is telling him. That right there was being paced by a stealth fighter, a MiG, and, I don't know, some sort of stealth fighter. It wasn't a MiG. I'm just saying it. And that orb, it was there. I mean, yeah, we only got 2 seconds of it. We thought we only had 1 second. We got 2. You mean to tell me this sighting is 2 seconds long? Jeremy, don't tell anybody, but it's 1.98 seconds long. Shh. 0.2 of a second? And you're lying? Can you imagine if Jeremy was that nitpicky about details? We wouldn't have this issue if he was even a little picky about details. He doesn't even question it. And what is he seeing that you and I haven't? Where's the video? Show us the video. He won't show the video because it's a bullshit orb. It's a car going down the street, reflecting the sun, and they found the most perfect image they could of such a thing where it oversaturates, the light oversaturates the car. And, you know, back then, back over there in that part of the world, they got those little cars, you know, that this guy would fit in. You know what I mean? And look at the Jesus hands. You know he's bullshitting the higher those hands go.
Head of the UAP.
You see? When he said head, head. Because he's lying. Who gives a shit? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm wrong about the guy. Maybe he's nice.
Stratton. Jay Stratton was the head of the UAPTF, so UAP Task Force. Why this is so important is that the Mosul Orb is the first time that the American public gets to see a bona fide designated UFO or UAP.
This is the biggest scam in ufology right now. This is the biggest lie in ufology going on right here. Bigger than the balloons. Because I believe the balloons, we get half the truth. This is 100% lie. He is talking like this Mosul Orb is the most fantastical object we have seen in our lifetimes. It's a still image from a 2-second video, 4-second video and 2 seconds of an orb, of a reflection. And he won't, see, you want to know why I don't know for 100% if that is a car? I don't know. But the way it's positioned in the picture, it's perfectly centered in the car, in the lane. Now, if that was an orb passing over the buildings, the street, and everything, why does it look like it's on the ground? Why is the shadow, which looks like shadow to me, look very low to the ground compared to the object where it's supposed to be, what he said it is? So when I look at this image, I see a lot of things that maybe other people wouldn't notice, but do notice, but don't say anything. They just think, yeah, he's probably right. Yeah, it looks like an orb. It's an orb. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. He doesn't care about what I say or you say or what anybody says that's in the community. We're a small percentage. They care about the general public believing it. Why do you think he's pumping it up so much? Did you hear that the way he described it? Like,
and I think I can say now that presentation was generated by a man named Jay Stratton. Jay Stratton was the head of the UAPTF, so UAP Task Force. Why this is so important is that the Mosul Orb is the first time that the American public gets to see a bona fide designated UFO or UAP. They mean the same thing, but from a conflict zone.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Oh, hey, we got a UFO, but guess what? You'll never guess this. It's never happened, not even once. We got a UFO, yeah, over a war zone. So, over a war zone, yeah, it's never happened before. Sure it has. It's happened many times. It has? Foo Fighters, right? What about the Food Fighters? Yeah, from Animal House. Food fight. Come on, pay attention. Seriously? He is selling the sizzle. That's all he's doing. You give it a few great words. It's most fantastic, eloquent, nobody's ever been, this and that. It's a history, da-ba-da-ba-da. Building it up because it's a nothing burger photo. It's nothing. Why haven't we seen the video? Can't show us the video. Never will. And they're blaming it on sensitive information that's on the screen. So black it all out. Black everything out on the screen. It's not that hard. All I want to do is see the 4-second video. Why can't we see that? Why can't you block out the HUD, the heads-up display? Why can't they? Black it out. Show us. It should have been done. Should have been put out already. But Jeremy Corbell is a lying, evil person. Because he's delivering a lie that came from an evil source that is allowing him to give us an evil story. How does he put his head down on his pillow every night, spewing out lies to the American public, and then expects us to kiss the ground he walks on? You beta male. You begging for mercy, begging for attention with fake shit. That's what all these beta males do. They lie, they cheat, they steal their way to the top, and they don't care who they step on, who they sleep with, and they don't care if they're molested or their family gets killed as long as they're happy. As long as they got theirs, you narcissistic, hypocritical beast of a man.
And this is really important because we know that these objects are being seen and encountered on a daily basis by our warfighters off of the East and the West Coast. But it's actually a global phenomenon, and it gets complicated once you track one of these through one of our spy planes over a conflict zone. We run into the problem of potential crossfire. As you know, we are shooting things down over the United States of America now without really identifying.
I told you he was going to use that. Told you. He is going to use shooting down balloons that... See? I told you. That's what he's saying. That's what he's going to be using it for the next year. I told you. I told you.
Them before we shoot them down. So the rules of engagement of how and why we can fire upon objects, it is completely being rewritten.
No, it's not. I mean, under false pretenses, it is. It is. It's being rewritten as we sit here. He's right. But under false pretenses. The only reason this shit happened the way it did is because Biden didn't shoot the balloon down for over a week as it traversed over sensitive military bases out to the North Carolina coast. That is it. Then the next sign of anything flying over anywhere was going to have a takedown on it, going to have a target on it. And that's what happened. And that's all this is. That's all it is. It's nothing more, nothing less. It has nothing to do with UFOs. It has to do with the Biden administration trying to save face for not shooting something down that should have been shot down at first sight. That's all this is. Can you imagine all of the time and energy and man hours that have gone into for all these fake stories? And here comes Jeremy Corbell acting like, he's walking on water because he thinks he was right, that they're shooting down UFOs all over. Oh, yeah. And this is exactly what I told you. And it's not even close to what he told us. This is nothing that's going on the other side of the world, because he's talking that there's ground troops on the ground that are being protected from incoming UAP. That's not what this is. That is not the same thing. And he's trying to make it be the same. And you can't do it. But he's doing it. And people are falling for it. You can't. That's evil. That's pure evil, in my opinion. You have got a black heart. because he knows that he could ride the emotional wave of the UAP UFO phenomenon into his next documentary.
Right now, to this day, over the last week. This is a problem because if we get two nations firing upon these unknowns, these unidentified flying objects, then what we have is a crossfire, a potential for each country thinking it's the other's asset.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This guy's living in fantasy land. That's not how it happens, Jeremy. It's not how it works. Just so everybody knows, we already knew the Chinese balloon was coming here. Just so you know. Every other thing that was shot down, they already knew about it. So let's not get excited and act like there's something nefarious going on. The only thing nefarious going on is what he's saying. And he and Knapp, George Crap, thank you, Jim Budroyo, are the, right now, they're one of the leaders of Satan. Yeah. No, pure evil. It's evil to lie to people, I think. I don't think it's right. Now, let's say Jeremy is a innocent party in all of this. He's just a gullible loser that, no different than Tom DeLonge, he just has George Crap to help him out when he gets in a bind, you know? But, I forgot what I was going to say. It doesn't matter anyway, does it?
And this goes way back into history with something called the Foo Fighters.
Stu Gerson. Wait, huh? Wait, what? Huh? What? Thank you, Goose Sturfin. Wait. Goose Sturfin, I said. That was weird. Thank you, Stu. $2 throwing it down like it's China. China? No, the silverware China. Oh, China. Thank you, Stu Gerson. Goose Gossage. There you go. Mr. Wilhelm of Roberts. I'm from the government and I'm here to help you, Rich. That's Robert Wilhelm, $10, and that is a very generous, helpful offer. Thank you. There's many versions, many parts of the government, Mr. Wilhelm. Not all government is bad. Only the people that are leading are the bad people. The leaders. It's more than that, though. And it. I'm basically broad stroking this because I don't know the details of how it all works. I'm on the outside looking in. I go by whatever I can see. This isn't some mystery that you could know all the details on. It's a mystery, a conspiracy for a reason, because there are no answers. All we have are questions and nobody can give us an answer. Imagine living life like that. Am I allowed to go through this red light? Nope, I don't know. Figure it out. Why are there yellow and green lights along with that? I don't understand. Figure it out. Without anybody showing us the way, it's the blind leading the blind. And sometimes people take advantage of that. Robert Wilhelm, thank you very much for the $10. Help is here. Government guy, Robert Wilhelm, is here to help. You, sir, are not an evil person. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anybody who donates to GoFund ain't evil. That goes all over. What? Hold on, I just got strange. Oh. Uh-oh. Don't get mad. Oh, look at this. I didn't even know that came in. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be home for... Oh, man. Thank you, David Wilcox. Yahoo. Oh, no. I can't take the PayPal money unless it's from America. Oh, no. I hope that's... No, it's not. It's from another country. But that's okay. I'll get... As soon as I get a donation in American dollars. He says, smoke me a kipper. I'll be home for breakfast. Not dinner. And then we have Jan with a dono for $11.11. Both of those were on PayPal, by the way. Thank you very much, PayPalians. Let me see if I can transfer these over to my overdrawn account. Here we go. Transfer. Transfer. I wonder why it's letting me. Oh, hold on. One is from, there we go. Now I got it. I can do it because one was from America. One was American dollars. Thank you very much, fellas. You literally just gave me life back. I got life. I'm allowed to eat. Yay! All right, all right, all right. Back more to Jeremy. Thank you, Mr. Wilhelm and everybody. What's this? Sky Allen says Cornball is a fantasy promoter. He is a fantasy promoter. I like listening to him. I'll tell you why. Because it's freaking hilarious. It is. It really is.
Which is in World War II. These objects that were spherical and metallic and self-luminous, they would...
How does he know the Foo Fighters were spherical and metallic? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. They look round, yeah, spherical, but they could be disc-shaped, only with a bright light coming out of all angles, and you can't see what the object is. Or it's just energy, and there is no disc or shape or object. It just is light. Oh, I hate people that think they know, and they don't. Stop lying, you evil Muppet. Oh.
They would track our planes. They would be on both sides of the war tracking our planes. We thought they were each other's. Well, I can tell you with 100% verifiable certainty that multiple nations are firing upon these UAPs in war zones. So we know they're not Russian, we know they're not Chinese, and we know they're not ours. So the big question looms.
No, you don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows whose they are. And as a matter of fact, a source that I trust is swearing up and down to me that this is definitely a China thing. And they have so far advanced their technology into drones, it's scaring the shit out of the United States, and we're panicking right now. We're panicking. And it's happening quickly, and you know what? The way he was talking made it sound like something's imminent, like not good. But we just keep living your life. No fear-mongering here. Just trying to see things for what they are. Hey, Jackie, why is Jackie saying this? Don't waste your time here, people. Go to Fessler. So you know what that means to me? That means you got to go. And why are you still here if that comment is being allowed on my show? Why? Why? She's got to go. Guys, we can't have people talking like that in the chat room. I will not tolerate it. I will not tolerate anybody saying, go to my enemy's channel. Are we falling asleep at the wheel here, or are we not protecting Goofon? Come on, guys. I don't pay you nothing. Hey, I know you guys are doing the best you can, but I will not tolerate that kind of behavior. And Jackie now has to go. Good job, Jackie. Can't get out of that one. I read it. I posted it. So don't tell me you meant something else. You know? Oh, you want to know why that piece of shit Fistler dives into anything? Because he doesn't care about his channel. You can only skirt by so many times until YouTube will catch that, what he's done, and what should happen to that channel is it shouldn't be no more, because he promoted people to dox me, to harass me, to complain to YouTube about the channel, and YouTube supposedly, because it says it in plain effing English in their guidelines, that is not tolerated. But yet, when people complain to YouTube, did anything happen? Nope. Nope. He just got to do, he can keep doing things and play on the edge. And because that guy lives in a closet, a secret life. And, you know, the truth will come out. It always does. If you know what I mean. That guy really is the epitome of evil. He and Angry Channel and another channel out there I'm not even going to mention are riddled with evil. I'll tell you the difference between what they do and what I do. What I do is I talk about things as they happen. I call people idiots. I say that's stupid. I say they're lying. They're reading. They're scripted. They're evil, right? What they do is they make up lies, go after character assassination, call you Nazi, call you a racist, misogynist, call you all these different names that you know you're not, just to get a rise out of you. It's the easiest left-wing tactic that has ever been perpetrated by trolls. That's what they do. They attack your character. They are evil, and they are at the top of the evil food chain. They're the ones that run around making up all the lies and feeding it to people like Corbell. And let me tell you how high it goes. It goes all the way to the FBI and the CIA being involved in these games. Yeah, people who actually work for our government are playing these games with people like you and me. It's amazing. It's amazing. And we'll never know who they are, but they always have interesting names, you know? Interesting. Look at Richard Butt. Who's Richard Butt? It's Lou Elizondo. I know, maybe it isn't, and there's a very good chance it isn't, but I think it is. Then there's some other guy that's a real guy. I'm not going to mention that name yet until I know more, so forget about that. But the evil gets a lot of help, especially, see, misery loves company. Evil minds stick together. See, I don't think I've ever done anything like wrong. That's why they go after my character. They have nothing, because I've never hoaxed anything. I don't lie about anything, and all the things that I've seen, they don't prove anything. It's just their word against reality. It's amazing. It really is. There's nothing, okay? There is only one thing worse than a hoaxer. Somebody who fakes UFO videos, EVPs, and ghost videos. Only one thing worse, and that is a hoaxer debunker. Somebody who's supposed to be on the side of truth, but is lying to make their so-called truth stick. And if you know what to look for, it is so obvious that they don't have proof of anything that I have ever done wrong. Even the shit that they blame Third Phase of Moon for doing, they don't have evidence at all. None. Zero. And the evidence that they did have, Third Phase of Moon proved it with the video that we wanted to show them in private, and they refused to look at it. That's evil backing down. That's the beta male being challenged by the alpha male and them backing down, because once the truth of cards and their house of lies meet, the house of lies always comes crashing down. It's supposed to be the house of cards comes crashing down, right? How did I get that messed up? Monkey Man, $10 saying, I love your channel, reach. Thank you, Monkey Man. I know you put that up a few minutes ago when I was going off, but yeah, 6 minutes ago. Thank you very much. Monkey Man, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Appreciate it. And you're right. You do love me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. What's this one? David Wilcox. They do fear. You know why? That's what the evil does. Evil, when challenged with the truth, always backs down, runs away, turns their back on you, refuses to show up. Because if any of these haters, these evil, Satan-loving people that attack good, hardworking people like myself, trying to take away our life, you know, what we do, what we love, because you don't agree with it. I mean, that's downright evil. That is absolutely mean and evil. And I'm not taking it lightly at all. I'm taking it very, very seriously as a heart attack. Because I know someday it's all going to come down to something. And it's not going to be a good day, that's for sure. Probably not for me. Yeah. So just remember this day. Remember this day. And let me tell you something else. If there ever was, and I'm just saying it, so it's out there, I will not ever debate with any of my haters. Ever. It'll never happen. You had your chance when I gave 3 Tuesdays in a row, and everybody knew that I was looking to have a debate with the haters. And I said, you have an open invite, right? For 3 Tuesdays, I'll do it. And nobody showed. If they want to have a conversation now because maybe they had a waking to Jesus moment and they want to get away from the evil and do the right thing for once, it's never going to happen. I do not like you. I don't like you. I wish hateful things on you. Yeah, I am that petty. I am. I'm going to be that way. What they did, it did. It affected me. And still is, a year later. So you will never, and I know you don't care, but even Fat Tony and any of these other, now Fat Tony's out there doing more hoaxes. Can you believe this? Yeah, people are saying, you got to see this shit someday. I'm not going to play it. I'll open up my Rumble channel. We'll have some fun. Yeah, you got to see these things. Total hoaxes. What a faker. How can anybody want to go and watch fakers? Especially a guy who was a dirty cop. Anyway, it's just gotten to the point where evil is trying to rule, and do the best we can. You know, we do the best we can, and that's that. They do fear us, though. And once the truth, you know, as soon as there's any form of like let's say we did have a debate, because we did at one point, we were all talking, right? As soon as you start making sense, they cut you off, they start yelling, they go off, they won't let you get a word in because they don't want anybody to know the truth. That's why I do what I do here, and I don't spend 15 to 20 hours worth of videos talking about these people, dedicating a whole show to goof on in third phase. I mean, thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. Obviously, it's working. You pushed my subscribership up a few thousand in January. Thank you. And here I am. I thought that YouTube was being nice to us and spreading the wealth of goof on for once, but I guess not. I guess I was wrong.
Whose are these? Who are
these people
that outpace, outmaneuver, and overperform anything that we have within the U.S. inventory or any known terrestrial inventory? No flight controls, no plumes of heat, no discernible means of propulsion. Who has this technology? Which nation? If it is a terrestrial nation, whose nation? This is a national security issue. Who has these machines? I find it very disturbing that the Department of Defense and
what machines? They're balloons. I don't know what to do right now. Shane Rodriguez, Lantonio, just did a very nice thing. Sent over $50 on PayPal. And I think he said this is to help get Dr. Evil. He didn't say that. But it's a private message. Thank you, Lantonio. I'll message you back later. Super on PayPal he did. Yeah, thank you very much, man. That was very generous. Appreciate it. Good friend of the show. It's Lantonio. I see it. You guys, unbelievable. Thanks, Lantonio.
And specifically, Susan Go, who is the only person that is frontward facing to the American public to talk about UAP. She is anointed and designated as
definitely annoying.
The one spokesperson for the DoD on the UAP topic. Why is it that all of a sudden, even though this image is contained within the same classified briefing as all of the videos and images that I released with George Knapp when it comes to 2019 off the West Coast, why is it now that the DoD is unwilling to comment on if this image is, one, filmed by the military, two, initially designated as UAP, and three, part of the active UAP investigations of AARO, which is All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, which is our government's new UFO study program.
And what are they doing?
Has the policy changed where the American public is not being told the truth about the Mosul Orb image? Why have they not released the video? This is not a classified, not an inherently classified image. The American public has a right to know.
Oh, now that's interesting. Jeremy Corbell is asking why the government's not playing the 4-second video of the Mosul Orb. Why doesn't he play it? Oh my God. You know why? Oh my God. He's putting the blame on the government. Oh my God. We'll never see that 2-second video because it doesn't exist. It's just a reflection of light off of a car, I bet. That's why he doesn't have the video. That's why nobody's playing it. Because there isn't one. That's got to be it. He's blaming them. Wait, this doesn't make sense. So Jeremy Corbell gets evidence, but doesn't get the video of 4 seconds? How come he got the video on all the other ones? How come not this one? Because this is a bullshit one. That's why. Oh my God, I can't believe how stupid they think we are. We almost didn't figure it out till he just said that. I didn't know. See? Details matter. Now that I know that, the government has the video in camp and isn't playing it, it gives him the opportunity to go out and saying that it's their fault. Don't know why they're not playing the video. It's not classified. Well, why didn't you get it? Why didn't you have it? Why? Why? It's so stupid. If that video comes out ever and it shows it's not a car, I will be devastated. That would devastate me. Because I feel confident now that the way this is all played out with Jeremy's Mosul Orb, it seems like it's bullshit. Because he doesn't have the video. Why doesn't he have the video? He only has a still image? All the other shit he got the video. I got you. I got you, evil one.
They also have a need to know. And I personally feel
got you
to find out. This object is not unique. The Mosul Orb is not unique. It represents something without flight control systems that fly with impunity over our restricted airspace. This is happening on a daily basis. But being able to release an image from a video of one over a conflict zone should really raise the hairs on the backs of the neck of the American public.
No, it shouldn't. Oh, show us the video. Maybe I'll get scared. No, I'm not buying it. Just got $11.44 on PayPal from a guy I don't says keep up the good work, and his name is Raymond. Thank you, Raymond. I definitely appreciate that. That is unbelievable. I would imagine a first-time supporter. Thank you very much, and thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. Yeah, that very, very generous. Thank you. Seriously, people don't think that is, but it is. They're like, oh well, yeah. Well, it is. It is. It's beautiful. Thank you. I had somebody email me. Why do you get so excited? It's kind of annoying. You know what I said? One word. I replied back. I said, good. Good. Anybody who comes here just watching the show is supporting the show. Do you know how grateful that makes me feel that you even took time out of your day just to see what's going on here? Here. Yeah. I can't describe it. All right, back. Let's finish this crazy eyes.
Because the fact it's in a conflict.
Thanks, Raymond.
And the fact that your Pentagon is lying to you through obfuscation, there is no reason the American public shouldn't be shown this video. There's no reason the American public shouldn't be shown this video. There is no reason that any of this should be held back and hidden from the American public. We are all dealing with this too. The American public is dealing with this too. Our warfighters, from Commander David Fravor to Commander Underwood to Lieutenant Ryan Graves, the Red Rippers, the Black Aces, everybody that defends our nation,
are all liars.
They are encountering these, and it's a...
Yeah? They're encountering it? Really? Huh. They're encountering them. Yeah, Ryan Graves. Great. Really believe that story now. I don't believe a word that guy says. Every time he speaks, he looks like he's lying to me. Ryan Graves looks like he's a lying, evil, paid by the government thug. It makes me angry because we don't have any evidence, and Ryan Graves' story doesn't make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, something's not right. I don't see how a guy like that, with 2 years, him and his fly buddies seeing UFOs, he says he didn't, but on his radar he did, but saw them there. Everybody else saw them with their eyes for 2 years, on and off, every day almost, except him. Mr. Radar Spoofer, because that's what he did. He created radar spoofing software, is what I heard. Not for the F-18s they were flying. Maybe he was part of that. I don't know if it's true. Maybe it is. But that would be interesting, that the only guy who didn't see him over all those times is the guy who created the software. Do you see how they leave us just little pieces of information to put together, little breadcrumbs? It's like, the guy who creates the software for spoofing radar is the guy claiming that everybody else seen him for 2 days, and yet he didn't lay eyes on it. And you know why he didn't lay eyes on it? So he didn't have the responsibility to lie even further. If you ever noticed about all of these stories, they only have one story to tell. They keep it simple. Fravor has one story. It doesn't get thrown into many different avenues. There wasn't a follow-up to it. He had to go get drug tested. None of that stuff. Just one story. Ryan Graves tells the same story over and over. Just one story. Nothing extra. They keep them at a minimum so the lie is easier to remember, because the hardest thing to remember is a lie when you're trying to make it the truth. Even if you're good at lying, you can't fool it. You can't. You've been you more than you've been faking lying. You know what I mean? It's hard to remove you from the equation. And that's why it's so easy to see these people over and over and over again. For me, I get to see more and more evidence every time I watch them speak. Now I caught something else. Oh, I didn't even notice that the first time. You're right. That may be a lie now. And that's where we are. We're seeing and hearing these stories so much now that one mistake and it's over for them. That's why it's very important they have very minimal information to spew the lie, so it's easier to remember.
Flight safety issue, if nothing else. But I will say this: UAP,
what the hell,
is designated at a much higher level than just safety of flight. There are bigger concerns about UAP, concerns that deal with the idea of weapons of mass destruction. Do these objects, do they carry payloads? Who's operating?
It's a good point to bring up, but here we go with the fear mongering, the threat. This is exactly what's being brought back into the narrative.
What's the origin? What's the intent?
Follow suit there, evil
None
Muppet.
of those questions have been answered.
Do what they tell you to do. Don't think for yourself, Corbell.
The first thing Pentagon can do is start being honest with the American public. They can tell them about the Mosul Orb. They can tell them that this is not unique, it's happening every day. And they can tell them that the Mosul Orb is designated UAP and is under active investigation. All of this should be done. And in fact,
let me tell you, if that Mosul Orb is under investigation right now, what a waste of resources. All they have to do is just look at the video, analyze it, and that's it. It's 4 seconds. Who gives a shit? Why can't that be figured out already? He's making it into this glamorous, long-winded, we do so much work behind the scenes, and we're testing and analyzing and editing and looking and feeling the way we do. They are... This is fun, isn't it?
I challenge Arrow. I challenge them to release the video to the American public. There's no reason they can't do that.
Why didn't he get that? Because it's not a UFO. God, I hope not. After all the energy I put into saying it isn't, if it turns out that that Mosul is a UFO, 2 things are going to happen. I will be devastated, but at the same time, I will be elated that we have a UFO on video. But I know, and you know, that's not gonna happen. Woo! Charlie Murphy! What? He can buy another couch. Rick James, yeah, that is so funny, Caffeine Stew. I wish I could play a lot of that stuff, don't you? How much fun that would be. Don't you think I would have to be? Hugs and kisses, X's and O's, you better be suspicious. Tony's right, it is all about the books. Lou Elizondo's book is coming out, right? Travis Taylor's got a book, it's coming out, right? And guess who else has got a book coming out? Yeah, Gary P. Nolan, and the P is not for Pete. Huh? All right. Last night, I had some tweets here I wanted to go over, so I still have them here. Get rid of Jeremy. Oh, we got an Into Thin Air video. Oh, what time is it? Jesus Cripes. We'll do that tomorrow. Into Thin Air. Yeah, you know what? I've got so much stuff to go over, we'll save it for tomorrow. But just to bring us all back to why I did this show tonight. From the trolls to the top of the food chain in ufology, there is an evil that is lurking inside of them. Now, you can say, well, that's being a little extreme, or Rich is just being funny. No, I am actually serious about this. I feel there's an evil that goes through without you knowing or it affecting you, but the narcissistic need of these people can never be met. So to give them the thrill and the adrenaline rush that they need, these people will do anything and everything to get that rush. And Jeremy Corbell will sign his soul over to the devil to be the guy that brings, the truth out to the world when it comes to UFOs. He wants that rock star status that Elizondo had. He's on his way if he keeps doing what he's doing. But people like me are always going to be there, right? Right on the side, just making sure to cross your I's and dot your T's. You know what I mean. And I say it's evil because it comes in all different shapes and sizes, unexpected places, and unexpected things you wouldn't imagine. And those are not good things. And For people to think of things that are that evil, and you would have never thought about something like that, means that these people have been damaged along the way, either by their upbringing or something happened to them, that they are now reaching out to the world and letting them know that they will not tolerate anybody that has an opinion different from theirs. They are right. No, they are wrong. I am right. You see, I can't even speak. They're trying to get into my brain. But there's something in these people that just either they don't want to know the truth or they don't care about lying. When I first got into this field, I could have been what Jeremy Corbell is right now. I swear to God, I was on my way to doing that. And then I saw the corruption. And the reason I think you can trust me and believe that I'm doing the best I can with the information that's given to me and my heart's in the right place is because I didn't go for the money. I didn't go for the fame. And I could have. I have several clips where I'm on TV. I was in a documentary in my first year. You know, John Greenwald wasn't in a documentary at that time, but I was. And, he started 5-6 years before me. So I was on a fast track to be like Jeremy, which is why I'm so angry at Jeremy, because he had a chance to do the right thing and he didn't. I could have. I mean, it was all laid out. Everybody's telling me, you're going to lose everything. Stop this. Rich, people are going to hate you for what you're doing. And I couldn't understand why. All I'm doing is telling you the truth. Yeah, Rich, but even though it's the truth, what you're saying, these people will never come on your show. They won't be your friend. And I said, I don't want to be friends with people that lie. Don't you see it? Dude, you have a chance to do something I can't do. If I were you, I'd just play ball. Mike, his name was Mike. I'm like, what are you talking about? My first year in this field, and I've done so much already, and nobody vetted me. Nobody. I didn't do anything yet except get some really cool sightings. I was on all the good shows. And I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't go out there and lie. I couldn't go out there and look at somebody else's video that I knew was a balloon and say, I don't know what that is. I have a very hard time saying something like that, to that effect. Like, I know it's a balloon, but I can't say it because I'm on a show or I'm on TV or whatever. Bullshit. So you should know by now, I think you guys would know that you can have a little faith that GoofOn is still around. No matter what you hear, no matter what you think, no matter what you know, only I know what my intentions are. And I'm telling you, my intentions are pure and they're only for the betterment of this field and nothing else. It's not for me. It's not for anything else, It's for the greater good. And I see a lot of evil, people doing evil things, saying evil things, threatening people for having an opinion, evil. Challenging people is not a crime. All I did was ask to have a debate. And I'm a liar, a misogynist, a Nazi, I'm everything evil. Wow, why even live? A lesser person might have taken their own life. I didn't say a plural. I don't know why I went plural with that. But a lesser person, somebody who might have been a little more damaged than me, somebody who may have been very vulnerable at the time, might have taken their life. When you lose 65 to 70% of your income in 2-3 weeks, let me know how you're feeling. Okay? Let me know how you feel knowing that deep down you're doing the right thing. And yet there's people out there that want to take you down for that. That's not what we want to take you down for. We want to take you down because you're friends with hoaxers. I'm friends with anybody I want to be friends with. My friends do not make who I am. Although you are who your friends are. And let me tell you this. I'm proud to be friends with Third Phase of Moon because I know them as people. And I know that they've never screwed me. They never, as far as I know, lied to me about anything. And if they didn't tell me any information, I didn't have to know about it because everything that I've questioned them on, they have answered. And I think I have a great critical thinking ability because of years in school and psychology and all this other stuff that I've studied, that I could tell when people are genuine and when they're bullshitting. And both of those guys are genuine people who are doing really good things for ufology, whether you like them or not. Maybe in the beginning they didn't, but then when they realized how important they became, they changed. And that's something I think I've tried to do recently, change a little bit, not be as mean, find different words to express myself, not because of YouTube. It has nothing to do with that. It's doing it right. There's a way to do it and not a right. I've been doing it wrong. I've been doing it right, but I've been saying it wrong. So you would think after all these years I would know, but times have changed and people have changed and a lot has changed. So if you don't stay up, you're going to fall behind and you're going to be irrelevant and nobody's going to want to watch you. And that's not what I want. I want to bring the truth out every single night. I want to look at what's going on in the news, the paranormal news, the conspiratorial news, the fringe science, tech stuff, everything. I want to find out what the truth is. There's nothing wrong with that. And if I see somebody lying or I think they're lying, I'm going to call them out. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So, be that as it may, there's evil out there. It's in ufology every single day. You watch these people on TV. You know who they are. And they may not be evil, like they weren't born this way, but they're, I'll just say it. They're greedy. So when I put myself in their shoes, because I do that a lot, just to imagine, maybe I'm not saying the right thing. I don't know what to say. Everybody's got a little piece in this puzzle. And and just to be fair, I don't know Jeremy Corbell's circumstances. I don't know anything about anything really. I just know what I know from what I've heard and what I've seen and read and watched over the years. And he's a person. I get it. He's got feelings. I get it. But when he keeps making mistake after mistake, when is enough enough? When do we not let this guy have his airtime? When do we stop listening to him? We never will. He's entertaining. And right now, I think the evil, the E in evil, for all of these people is purely entertainment. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Mucho freaking gusto generoso. Thank God I have a family like you. Thank you very much. Here's another one, All Things Good, with the £3, 3 quid super sticker. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know you sent that about 14 minutes ago. Thank you very, very much for that. All Things Good. Appreciate the support and your patience. That was very nice of you. Appreciate it. And newcomers and veterans, yep, thank you for giving the show a chance. Appreciate it. Oh, you found found me on Third Phase. Oh, wow. Okay. I know because of Third Phase, I got a lot of subscriber pickup. So we have a lot of Third Phase people that are subscribers to Goof On. Thank you very much. All Things Good. Yeah, throwing it down again. Oh, I thought you did another one. I was like, it's Andrea Coran. There you are. How you doing tonight? Thank you for the £2, 2 quid. I appreciate it. You are a continuing supporter of Goof On. Yeah, officially. Yeah. Thank you very much, Andrea. Or is it Andrea? I think it's Andrea. Andrea! No. Andrea! No. You're Andrea. Andre! No. Well, not Andre. Thank you very much. Before I put my foot in my mouth. Hey, Tim Freestone, one last damn it, boy. What do you mean? Oh, for tonight. Not forever. Tonight. Okay. Thank you, Tim Freestone. Hold on. Something just came in, I think. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that wraps it up. Thank you, Tim Freestone. Damn it, boy. Damn it, boy. All right, we'll be back tomorrow is Sunday. 7 o'clock. I don't know. 50-50 show tomorrow. I may go late again. 10 o'clock? Nah, we'll go 7. Be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Tomorrow's Sunday. We go every day. Don't forget. And we are Truthology. Truthology for ufology. Yeah, got it. And that's it. Have a nice weekend. We're right smack dab in the middle. Enjoy it the best you can. And the evil has left the building. Alien bless.
There's look at this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it sound like it was treasured sites in Christianity?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.